We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
I did. Oh, wow. Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready? Open wide!
Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and of course, SideScrollersPodcast.com. What's going on, everybody? Hey. Happy Thursday to you. I'm Stuttering Craig. Man, we got a good one today. I'm missing my glasses. I don't have them with me. I feel kind of naked without them. Need to go find them. But here we are. Hello, Blabs. Great to see you.
Oh, hello! Sorry, I was in the middle of typing. My keyboard's so loud. Anyway, hi, everybody. Welcome. It's Thursday.
It is Thursday. We're almost
I know the days
through
of the week. It ends with Y.
That's right. All of them. Every single one.
Everyone.
It is a great day of the week, as for the first time since I've been on, because we have had Ryan on before, but this is the first time I've been on with Ryan. Ryan from RK Outpost. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. Yeah, last time you just bailed. You're like, all right, this guy's a little too controversial, catching too much heat. I'm leaving, and you just left a bunch of women in charge.
Yeah.
And honestly, it was a little bit chaotic, but we got through it. I'm in the middle of moving right now, so my background looks like shit. But you know, that's
Oh
what
yeah.
Can we stop down? Look at those play buttons back there. Wow, look at that.
I do have play buttons too.
Two play buttons. That's nice. That's good.
That's right. And for the same channel, I just asked for two.
Oh, really?
No, I'm kidding. One's for Sports Wars. So
okay. I was like, well, that's pretty cool. You actually can ask for two. You can order more than one.
You can do that. That's like a newer thing, I think, that they've done for like team members to give out to people. But yeah, I don't have any team members for my channel. It's just me. So fuck everybody else.
That's right. Hey, Blabs, why don't you show everybody yours that you have?
Okay.
Where's that bad boy? Look at that.
Hang on. I have to like move off camera.
Hold on. Is it like underneath laundry and stuff?
No, it's right here. It just slides a little bit.
That's one of the new mini ones, isn't it?
It's like, it's a baby. It's my size.
Look at how big Ryan's is.
Yeah, wow.
Oh.
Okay.
Look at that.
All right.
My head's bigger than yours too. So.
I know. I have a tiny head.
We missed the cutoff by like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Anyways, well,
I think it was Drunk Rufio was like when he finally got it, and they immediately announced, "Oh, by the way, we're reducing the size of those."
Right. I think we passed it like right after Jay did. So, yeah. Anyways, well, we're glad you're hanging out with us today, man. We got a lot going on.
Ryan's is bigger than mine.
I would hope. So.
That's the goal. That's the goal. Well, if you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Join the 116,000 just normal men who have found common sense in the video game and entertainment space. Do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button. Make it a part of your routine. We'd really appreciate that. We have a lot going on. Blabs, why don't you tell everybody while you're taking a sip about
That's me.
About some things we have coming up, especially coming up on Monday. We have a big day.
So I'm going to be in Texas on Monday. God help everybody in Texas. But we're overloading over on Locals, aka Side Scrollers, locals.com. But I made a premium post over there, so it's just only for supporters, that if you want to be featured, we're doing this new segment called Community Member Spotlight. And it's all about you. So I made a giant Google forum. If you are part of the supporting members and you want to be featured, go over to Side Scrollers Locals and find this post right here for paying members with the dude going, nice. And fill that form out. Thanks.
We're everyone likes a little bit of sunshine. So Blab's going to put a little sunshine on.
Yeah.
It'd be great. So make it all weird. So head over there. We're going to spend a lot of stuff going, a lot of things happening. We're going to be announcing on Monday. So good. We got a lot of good things going, and a lot of it revolves around SideScrollersPodcast.com. So, all right. Let's see what else we got going on. I think that's about it. Blabs, why don't you start us off with Today in Gaming History?
Listen, everyone's gonna shit all over me, but I'm here and ready for it. February 27th, everyone, is Final Fantasy 1 and 2 releasing in 1994. We have Super Princess Peach releasing in 2006, and Warhammer Storm of Vengeance releasing in 2014. Yes, I know I missed stuff. That's fine. Go ahead now, Craig.
Ryan, you ever played Super Princess Peach?
I can't say I have. I saw a woman on it. Didn't really appeal to me. So,
So Super Princess Peach, and it's funny you actually look at this. If you were to go back and I don't know if Nintendo can make this game today, because Super Princess Peach was a game that was built all around her emotions. It was entirely built around Princess Peach, more or less going through PMS throughout the show, throughout the game. It's pretty spectacular. Here's the Japanese TV commercial for Super Princess Peach.
眩しい笑顔も溢れる涙も時には怒った顔も武器にしたっていいじゃない気まぐれピーチが大冒険
You're right. She's just crying. She's angry, and then she's happy. I get it.
Yeah, right. That was the whole idea of the show, of the game.
typical woman behavior right there.
Yeah.
Princess Peach is every woman. Every woman can see themselves in Princess Peach.
Including Craig.
The fuck?
Got him.
What? Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, Super Princess Peach was released today, which was great, and for the DS 19 years ago in 2006. Jeez Louise. Other games that you missed today, Blabs, include Dynasty Warriors 4 for the PlayStation 2, Army Men World War Final Front for the PlayStation. Did you ever play those Army Men games, Ryan?
On occasion, not for very long and not too many of them, but I have played them before. It was like when I was first like, okay, this is kind of cool. Some of them were like shooter games with Army Men. Some of them were kind of like third person, but all like I just rather play Call of Duty or anything else.
What about Killzone 2? Because that was released 16 years ago in 2009 for the PlayStation. Did you ever play the Killzone games?
I didn't play Killzone 2. I think I played the first one at a buddy's house.
Man,
because that was in that was in like early 2000s.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was PlayStation 2. But my mind went to. Did you ever play the Resistance Fall of Man series for the PlayStation? Oh my god, that was awesome! Like when it came out. Have you played it in the last decade?
No,
because it's trash. It's a dog. It is a dog trash game.
I would imagine, just like most everything else that's continued on for this long.
Right. I don't know the last time they released a Resistance game, but I know they made 3 of them. But yeah, Resistance was not exactly a great game. All right, look, we're gonna do our best. We have 3 new. You do not know who Montez is yet, Ryan? Do you? You've never heard of the Montez bit we have going on with our show?
Montez Williams?
No, no, not
Isn't that Montel Williams?
Oh yeah, it's Montel. Yeah, I was gonna say Kamala Harris was his side piece. I know Montel.
Listen, if everybody look, we need to get to Montez today, so Ryan can pick the Montez animation he wants to see, and we're gonna start off with Delta coming in. Says, "Got to listen on my way to work." Montez, that's right. So let's get to Montez. Our goal of 20 yellow supers. Let's get on it, dog on it, as Cam likes to say. Hurt says, "My enduring memory of Hackman is as the man who put an end to Christopher Reeve's what fetus eating rampage in South Park." What? I don't remember that episode of him doing that, but do you remember that, Ryan?
They had a whole thing about stem cells. That was a stem cell arc in South Park.
Yeah. Of course, South Park would have a stem cell arc of all things, right? Definitely not my Gator says, "I want Blabs to try and guess what chapter of Space Marines is in the Today in Gaming slide." Pull it up, Blabs.
Okay. Listen, it's gonna be Storm of Vengeance chapter.
Yeah, good job, Blabs. Way to go. You nailed it.
I hope so.
Just if anybody asks about a chapter, just say 7 and you're good.
Like Harry Potter novels?
Nathan says, "Modern Super Princess Peach. Get over here, Mario. The alimony payments are due and Mama needs a new handbag." Thanks, Nathan. Appreciate that. But said 2. Let's get to our 20 today, and let's kick keep kicking ass. All right.
Why haven't Mario and Peach ever procreated? Why have they never had a kid?
Well, there is baby Mario.
Right, but I just assumed that was Mario when he was a baby.
Well, they're in the same universe, though. I don't really know how that works out.
It's some like time travel thing. That's always what I thought, but because we even get a glimpse in the Super Mario Brothers movie, we do get a little glimpse of when they were young. You get the little baby Mario, baby Luigi.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. I got baby Mario wiki pulled up. Let's see. Is the infant form of Mario who appears as a major character in the Yoshi's Island series. Baby Mario, with Yoshi helping him, is often rescuing his younger brother, baby Luigi, blah, blah, blah. Adult Mario is portrayed as an infant in other media, namely in the Adventures of Super Mario Brothers 3. What? Okay.
It's based on time travel.
Yeah, I guess so. But isn't it weird that you could have Big Mario and Baby Mario in the same universe at the same time? I don't know.
Is the infant version but I'm asking, like, where are Mario and Peach's kids? Like, you can't tell me that Mario hasn't been putting his Italian sausage into that plumbing down there.
Clapping them in the cheeks.
Exactly. Like, we have to see that.
What would their name be? What would its name be? His name, her name. It would be non-binary.
I think it would be a great arc if it came out black. And that was like the whole point, was Mario trying to figure out who impregnated Peach.
Or a lizard. Like was Bowser's kid ended up.
Oh, he came out of Koopa.
Yeah. It's
be a rough delivery with that shell.
God dang. You ask important questions, Ryan, and I appreciate that. That's good.
I'm a thinker. That's what I do. I try to get us, engaged on the best things that we should do in gaming going forward. And that's a question. Like, we have to have the answer. Why have they not procreated?
I'm sure Twitter will be abuzz from that question after today's show, which is good. if you know what, Blabs, see if you can pull up like Grok or something and see if you can get a picture of Mario and Princess Peach's love child. Appreciate that. While we do, Corona Soul came in with the 10, says, look up the opening cinematic for the Princess Peach game. Mario's expression as Bowser stands behind him with a certain item YouTube won't let me type is priceless. I don't even know what you're talking about, but let me see if I can pull it up because I'm a master Googler. All right. Thank you, Corona Soul. And the mystery. Oh, what do you have, Blabs?
It's some Asian kid.
Some Asian kid.
And it was just slowly loading, and all you would see was the eyes first, and then the rest of the face showed up. Okay, I'm good.
Somebody needs to do an investigation there.
Yeah. Why is the kid Asian?
Right. What's going on with that? If AI tells us anything, we know it's true, right? So, a mystery came in and says #SlowDo will be known across the internet. I don't even know what that is, mystery, but thank you for that.
I believe it's supposed to be Slow-Do, and someone called Fear the Slow-Do because he was so shitty in Mario Kart.
Oh.
I didn't watch the stream, but I think that was the feedback I got when I got a super chat like that today on Geeks and Gamers Daily.
Okay. I'm trying to find this picture of Bowser standing behind Mario, but I can't. By the way, this intro does not look like, I don't know, I guess Mario's been captured here. So, I guess Princess has to save Mario, which is quite the role reversal we have here. So, there you go, I guess. All right. Well, thank you for that. And Joey came in with the 10, says, hey, Ryan, thanks for that image of Peach's privates being to unfathomable levels while giving birth to a turtle/dungeon hybrid. I'll sleep well tonight.
Turtle dragon hybrid.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
what did I say? Yeah.
If you normally have to think of Peach's intact genitals to sleep well, you have another problem that has nothing to do with me. So... But thank you.
Right. This is listen, if we can spend an entire show talking about Princess Peach's genitals, it'd be a good episode of Side Scrollers. That's all. I'm
good.
No? Oh, okay. All right. Well, then let's get into it. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News. Hard News. All right, we always like to start off talking about good things on the show, and this is from dudes posting their W's. Apparently, this Australian guy got tired of folks parking in his driveway, so he set up a sprinkler to detect movement. Ryan, do you see this video getting passed around?
I can predict what'll happen here.
Yeah, check it out. They're going to pull in. We can't play the audio here because it has something from Kill Bill or something on it from the late 90s, but they pop up and then the water just spurts off and they immediately have to retreat. These people know what's going on over here, which is great. People getting on out. I think this is a nice little
I think it's brilliant.
Soft justice right here, you know?
Yeah, it's a non-violent response, I suppose, yet still very annoying and frustrating, punishing people for daring to park on your property. So I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, the worst part about it is that the water gets in your vehicle.
Yep.
This guy didn't even stop. Like, what?
What? He was like, nope, never mind.
He actually got out, took a step, then realized, and I think he has his window.
This
He's
is
got to
what
roll the
happens
window
when you
up. That's why he
drive.
came back in.
Oh,
That's why you
But
drive
he's just
on the
gonna
right
go
side
in
of the
and
car.
he's gonna go in and buy his shit or have his meal. I mean, once you're wet, you're already wet. No, he's leaving.
just getting on out of there. That's good. By the way, was this like this car here? Okay, I was wondering if this is the same company here. So this is level 12. This is nope, different company. So okay, but either way, I'm sure this happens all the time. Nice little form of non-violent justice there, which is great. What would you do if somebody kept parking on your lawn, Ryan?
At first, so in reality, what I would first do is like when I walked out there, I would make some fucking like super sarcastic remark and see how they responded. And probably that would determine what I did after that. I'd probably tell them to, if they were like very apologetic and like kind of felt bad, like, hey, no problem, just say, don't park there again. You can't park here, blah, blah, blah. If then they had a problem with me, I would probably get a little more aggressive with it. But I probably wouldn't put a sprinkler on them, but that's a great idea, I suppose.
What's the best form of soft justice you've ever had, Blabs?
The best justice?
Soft justice, not like, no
Not
violence.
murdering anybody?
Yeah. You murdered somebody?
Yeah,
No.
Blabs, tell us all about your soft justice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this sounds like an innuendo that I really don't want to talk about. So
Okay.
I'm good.
I'm coining new phrases this morning, Blabs.
Yes.
Soft justice for hard news.
That's right. There we go.
Well, when Craig's away, it's called non-flaccid news. So
Oh, that's good.
I didn't think you knew that, Craig, but there you go.
Strong like bull.
Yeah, non-flaccid.
It's good. All right. Speaking of strong like bull, I saw this morning and I was strong like bull. I don't know where
I
this
don't hear
came
those
from.
words ever again. Thank you very much.
Strong like bull. I don't know where the hell this came from, but there's a new Terminator 2 game coming out, Ryan. First off, your thoughts on the movie Terminator 2?
Terminator 2 obviously is going to be like on everybody's one of their top lists of best kind of action movies of all time for sure. But I did see, I forget what his name is, the guy who plays the Terminator in that movie. He tweeted out about this, right?
I didn't see the tweet about him tweeting it out, but I just saw the trailer for it. And I got to be honest, looks really good. By the way, the guy who played the T-1000, I think he's pretty based. Like, I think he's all about
He looks
Americans.
based.
Yeah,
he plays
yeah,
a villain and everything, which is cool.
Check out the trailer for this. This is Terminator 2D No Fate coming to the PlayStation 5, PS4, and I guess Switch, whatever this is, in it. Or whatever. Either way, coming up this year, Sarah John and the T-800 take on Skynet and the T-1000 in this officially licensed 2D side scroller complete with classic arcade gameplay and stunning pixel art.
Peggy 16.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, that looks awesome, right off the bat. Look, this is like the Super Nintendo game we always wanted as a kid.
terminated.
Oh, nice.
That looks pretty cool.
Dude, yeah. Oh, I love how they have the continue as well. With his hand going down. Oh, that's awesome. What a brilliant decision. Yeah, you know, like the original arcade, the original Super Nintendo game was horrible. the Terminator game. Did you ever play that?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, it was horrendous. Like the best thing about it was the opening sequence where Terminator's walking along, he's all naked, but there's a convenient bar in front of his junk. Like that's the best part about the game. And apparently in this one you get to play as naked Terminator in this. So yeah, there was a Terminator game on the Super Nintendo. Let me see if I pull this up real fast. Which when you go back and you look at it was just not good. And it was kind of the same idea where it was run and gun and such. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm excited to see this. This looks like the Super Nintendo game we always wanted.
It's pretty cool. Ironically, Robert Patrick tweeted out about something completely different, but also video game related.
Really?
He apparently the T1000 is coming to Mortal Kombat on March 18th.
Dude, you know what? I did see that. There's man, what's up with Mortal Kombat being so massive in 2020? Or not Mortal Kombat, but Terminator being so massive in 2025.
Is it coming up on an anniversary or anything?
Not that I know of, but yeah, the here it is right here. Yeah, Robert Patrick is back. Let you check it out, the T1000. And they showed off. The thing is, we can't even talk about the fatalities because now they're just showing off the fatalities like on X. But we can't even show them because they're too gory. We'll get booted off YouTube.
Yeah, you get hit for age restricted or whatever. Yeah,
it's crazy. But I do like. Let's see if I can pull up a quick screenshot of it. Here we go. We'll just do a tiny little screenshot. But you get hit by a bus, and then he turns around and he blasts you full of lead, which is very Terminator, I suppose. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Blabs, do you know anything about Terminator?
Arnold Schwarzenegger's in it.
Oh, that's right. Ryan, I don't know if you know this, but Blabs has never seen an Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That is a lie. You keep lying about it. I have seen the stupid Jingle All the Way and some bits and pieces of Terminator and other things, but I am not an Arnold Schwarzenegger fan. It's not for me. That whole genre is not for me. I'm literally a female.
Well,
why would I care?
If you've never really seen any of the movies, it's tough for you to say it's not for you.
But it's
Jingle
like
All the Way
action.
is pretty good, though, right?
It's shit. I hated it. The only benefit is Jake Lloyd before he's gone gaga. Yeah,
Jake Lloyd's the worst part of that movie, just for the fucking record.
No,
but no, Jingle All the Way is good. Turbo Man, you don't like Turbo Man?
No, it's stupid.
Sinbad's in it?
No thanks. It's not for me.
You're probably too fucking young, Blabs, to appreciate what it was like, the crazy rush to buy presents around Christmas time.
Yes.
Toys R Us would probably closed down by the time you were fucking born.
I was going around Toys R Us all the time, and KB Toys, thank you very much.
Right, but Blabs.
Listen, it's just
Jingle
not
all
for
the
me.
way.
I'm not even like shitting all over it. You guys are just trying to make me like something, and you know what? I'm just going to double down and say no now.
I'm not trying to get you to like something. I'm trying to get you to try something. I don't think you've actually watched an actual Arnold Schwarzenegger action movie.
That's
I've
right.
seen bits and pieces.
No,
that's
you
not for me.
haven't. No, you
Why are you lying for me? How did you know me as a kid? No.
What have you seen?
I told you bits and pieces of the Terminator as a child.
Okay, have you seen Commando?
No.
Okay, like that's the thing. Like there's a million Arnold action movies. Last Action Hero.
What's the one with Jamie Lee Curtis?
True Lies.
True Lies.
Yeah,
she might like True Lies.
True Lies is a spectacular movie. It's like a
that's what I mean. It's not necessarily like a Commando type movie. You know what I mean? She might like True Lies.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger movies are like, yes, there are the pure action movies, right? You got your Predator and such, but later, like in the 90s, it became like action comedies. And that's kind of like what True Lies was. True Lies it's a spectacular movie.
Is it funny?
Yes, it's hilarious.
Then I may consider watching one of those.
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean, it's very tense.
But I've been harassed so much over the last year over Arnold Schwarzenegger and Terminator. At this point, I'm just like,
don't bust out this nonsense about
it's true. Yellow Flash is already in the chat trying to to give me L's and stuff.
What about Total Recall? Have you ever seen that?
I don't think I have.
Blabs, have you ever seen? Okay, you've never seen. Like I got a
We've
list.
literally done this like 10 times already.
I know. But here's the thing. We're gonna need to do this. This is gonna need to be something that we do over on the website, right? We're gonna need you to watch Running Man. We're gonna need you to watch Kindergarten Cop, right? We need you to watch, True Lies, great one, right? Awesome. The first Terminator. I don't even need you to watch like Conan.
I'm not gonna watch most of these. I'm letting you know right now.
What about you should watch the documentary Pumping Iron?
No thanks.
That's all he's doing is he's lifting weights and he's talking.
Why would
about
I want to watch that when I can go watch somebody else pump iron? You know?
Because it's Arnold freaking Schwarzenegger.
I don't care. Screw your freedom.
Look, I get it. But
I don't think you do. You keep trying to make me like watch.
Because separate.
Nobody does that with Mark Hamill anymore.
Yeah,
have you ever seen Batman and Robin?
I think as a kid, yeah.
That wasn't the best Batman and Robin at all. So
no. It's an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie though.
Yeah, it was. It's true. Dan says I've beaten Super Princess Peach, beat it less than five days ago, less than 4 to 5 days, 100% completion. It's basically like any Super Mario Brothers, but it's a bit easy. If you beat the game, you actually get extra levels. Nice, Dan. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Fetch Quest Gaming says Jeremy is getting Montez slammed today. Thank you, Fetch Quest Gaming.
What is Montez? Like, you guys have to explain this shit to me. Is it just some random racist meme or something? What is it?
No. You'll see. Once we get to 20, we'll get there and we'll explain it in full force. Flash came in and says, imagine not watching Terminator 2, one of the greatest action movies of all time that still holds up. Blabs L. Thanks, Flash.
Flash L.
Hey, Ballin' Midgets also came in and says, proud of side scrollers for being so inclusive, though that cockatoo hair is a little too on the nose for Ryan.
Thank you.
It's impressive. Looks good.
It's looking very high today. I don't really know why. I woke up and it was like this. So
fabulous.
What are you going to do?
And Jeanette is a brand new member. Thank you so much, Ann Jeanette. Really appreciate that. Dan says, Terminator 2D looks awesome. We'll definitely pre-order it. Yeah. There you go. B. Barrett says, Blabs has no idea that game is based on a movie because she's never seen it. Well,
but I do know it's based on a movie.
Oh. Dimio says, Blabs, the best Arnold Schwarzenegger movie is Junior. Oh, no. That's a movie about Arnold Schwarzenegger getting pregnant. Yeah.
Him getting pregnant?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What about Twins?
Twins was great. Yeah. Twins was
him and Danny DeVito.
Have they ever made a documentary of like his life where he goes and impregnates the maid and all that? And then the whole family rift?
I'm sure there's I did watch an Arnold Schwarzenegger like little mini doc recently, and he talks about how he screwed up many times in his life.
Big time.
Yeah,
like
sure.
don't some of the siblings hate, the other one that wasn't even his fault, he's the child, and they don't like him and all that? It's like rough.
Oh, for sure. There's a lot of hate in the Schwarzenegger clan, I would imagine.
Yeah, well, they also have Kennedy, so.
Joey says, True Lies, Terminator 2, and Predator. That's all you need, Blabs. To truly understand. Commodore Fan says, Terminator Sega CD had a kick-ass soundtrack. Yeah, let's go. And Dirtus King says, the 1982 Conan the Barbarian was the platonic ideal of a film. It's the most movie I've to ever movie. The Basil Polidorus score is the best, period. Well, thank you, Dirtus King. How do you really feel about it? It's good. Scarvy says, give it up, Craig. She's a woman. Listen, I know plenty of women who like Arnold movies. Plenty of them. And Adrian says, Montez, can we get an American Montez slam for when Arch is honest? Thank you, Adrian. We're going to have all the Montez slams for everybody, which is good. John says, Blabs, who has the bigger forehead, Craig or Ryan?
I'm going to say Craig.
What?
It looks like me.
I was trying to be nice here, Ryan.
Hold on. Let's do a comparison here.
I feel like it's definitely me.
I think so too.
But also my eyebrows are so much lighter that you can barely see them. So it gives me an extra little half inch, it looks like. But I feel like mine, personally.
These are the important questions that people show up for, which is great. Thank you, Blabs. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All right. We do have a big, I don't know if you know this, Ryan. Today's a big day in the world of video games because today is the artificially created National Pokemon Day.
What do you mean artificially created?
I mean, it's a marketing thing. Someone went out and they made National Pokemon Day and they suggested it, and then it became a thing. I mean, all these holidays are like National Pokemon.
Yeah, that's the artificially created Christmas. You could say whatever you want about any holiday, I suppose.
Yeah. The artificially created President's Day or whatever, right? But yes, it is Pokemon
Martin Luther King
Day.
Jr. Day. I'll go with you on that one. Yeah.
So first and foremost, are you a big Pokemon guy?
I like Pokemon. I've played most of the games they've come out with. I've actually watched most. That's like one of the only like anime series that I've watched most of, the Pokemon ones. I did catch a little bit of what they announced today. So yeah, there you go. See this? That's why
it was released. Hold on, Blabs.
What?
This is important. If it's National Pokemon Day, and we have today in gaming
I didn't include them in today in gaming history, so we can include other video games because I knew we'd be talking about National Pokemon Day. I put this on the document days ago, bitch.
I also.
What are you full screening yourself for? I'm right, you're wrong.
I also don't. I don't know if it's National Pokemon Day. I think it's just Pokemon Day in general. I don't think it's like American Pokemon Day. I think it's Pokemon Day around the globe. That's my interpretation of it.
Everyone gets a Pokemon, which is great. So, chat, what is your favorite Pokemon game and Pokemon? For Kara, it's she got this nice little thick Pikachu here.
Clap.
Which is, I don't think this is an official card. I'm just gonna throw it out.
No, but it's amazing nonetheless. But she does have a massive Pokemon collection. I mean, all you gotta do is look behind it.
Well, yeah, she's got a lot of Pikachus over there.
Yeah.
A lot of Pikachus. But I mean, for me, look, I have really great memories still of going into Toys R Us with my dad to buy Pokemon Red for me, Pokemon Blue for my brother, because obviously I'm not fucking gay. So I had Pokemon Red like a man should. And playing the hell out of that. And I mean, I do like Pokemon. Some of the new stuff they've come out with has been hit or miss, and it's a definite change from overall what people are used to, but this is the new way that they've gone. I think that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet was probably a more fun game for me than Pokemon Legends Arceus was, but this is another Pokemon Legends ZA game that they just revealed today that it's going to be released late in 2025. It looks the same as the other ones we've seen over the past couple of years. So I don't think there's necessarily anything to get super excited about, unless all the people who are just going to buy every Pokemon game that comes out anyway, they're going to buy this one too.
Right. Well, they did do a Pokemon Presents as well, in about a 20-minute rundown of all the things they have coming on and on the way, and talking about all Pokemon. Now, you got to imagine they're going to be doing some pretty big stuff for the 30 year coming up next year, if it's 29. So we got our release window here for Pokemon Legends Z to A, which is, like the idea of a release window. It's just sometime in 2025 you're going to get it, which I guess is better than saying 2026. A multiplayer battle-focused Pokemon Champions revealed for Nintendo Switch and iOS and Android, which that'll make zillions of dollars because Pokemon Go just wrecked, when that was released, right? So
yeah, I still have Pokemon Go on my phone. I'm not going to lie.
When was the last time you found a Pokemon?
Yesterday.
What was it?
I mean, we can go look at my recent caughts. I'm loading it up right now.
Okay, excellent. This is breaking news for everybody. Oh, I think we have an exclusive here today, Blabs, don't we?
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Hang on.
Right,
Make sure you turn in. This is a side-scroller exclusive.
A side-scroller exclusive.
That's right.
Our man Project Egg Roll.
That's right. You're killing it.
All right, so let's see. So, I mean, here you can see, there's me. Level 43, by the way.
Wow.
YouTube's my buddy.
Impressive.
Oh, look, 5 eggs ready to hatch. You guys want to see us live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Ryan's a
time,
mommy.
in real time, what do we have? Anxiously awaiting.
Hurry up. Oh, fuck him. Rock and rolla. I fucking hate that dumb beaver.
Do you hate all of them?
Kind of. Unless it's a shiny.
Oh.
Why did I get freaking 4 Carablasts in that hole? Or 3? But yeah, there you go. Those are the ones I recently hatched.
I can see
Yeah,
how
I am still an act. Oh, we got another one.
Uh-oh.
This is a 12-kilometer egg, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Do you know if you go to Japan, you can get like Japanese exclusive Pokemon?
Hey.
I do, yeah. They do have some region locked ones.
Yeah. My friend was in Japan, obviously, a couple months ago, and he was just going crazy, trying to get everything. Pretty cool. I like the exclusive. That's fun.
Yeah.
Look, there's a Swirlix that just appeared.
Oh, wow.
So
Look at that. Hanging out with you.
I know.
Congratulations. Hopefully we can turn your attention away from Pokemon Go now.
It's going to be playing for the rest of the stream.
You guys didn't know we were doing this, huh?
No, I didn't. That's fine. This is good. This is Ryan Plays. What do we got? There we go. Caught it.
4-day streak. So obviously I play.
Oh, congratulations. Way to go. Awesome.
Thank you.
I'm really proud of your efforts there. It's good. Hey, Modest came in, says, hey, bada bing. What's the haps, Blabs and Craig? Hey, Ryan, cut your hair, hippie. Starting to look like a gay, just like your gay lover, Jeremy. Arrivederci, mia amicas and amigos, ravio.
I mean, you can just say amici, and that would be like for everybody.
Oh, okay.
Amici.
Yeah.
I know what.
Male and female, plural.
What am I supposed to do? So I'm gay if my hair's like this. Jeremy wears a fucking hat. He's gay. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
The sooner we
Don't
realize
drop the bar of soap.
we're all gay, all of us. Just the way it works on the internet. Dirtus King says the score is reason enough to watch Conan. It is one of John Milius' best movies and has James Earl Jones' best acting performance in film. Mako was also fantastic. If you want to see a classic, watch it. There you go. I was a big fan of that one right there. Oh my. And Blabs, Thunderbolt has come in with a $51.71 direct
I'll be
donation.
specific.
Wow. This Streamlabs isn't the greatest, but I refuse to give my money to YouTube. Well, we appreciate that. Yes, Streamlabs is not the best, but it is the best alternative. So thank you for that, Thunderbolt, with the wonderful support. We greatly appreciate that. All right, let's move on. Back when Microsoft first announced the Xbox Series in 2019 and 2020, I saw this post and I thought this was really interesting. They announced 8 games. They announced Halo Infinite, Forza, Hellblade 2, Avowed, Perfect Dark, Everwild, Fable, and State of Decay. Now, that was the 8 games announced, and that was over 5 years ago at this point. How many of those games have actually been released, Ryan?
Only a handful, based on that list you just said. And man, what reason is there to get an Xbox? That's kind of been my question for the past couple of years, especially as now I have a gaming PC that I can use for pretty much anything that ever gets released on Xbox. What really is the point?
And that's an Xbox, as we know. Your PC is now an Xbox. Your phone's an Xbox. Everything's an Xbox, right? That's their whole marketing thing. But to answer the question, only 4 of the 8 have been released. Halo Infinite, Forza, Hellblade 2, Avowed, and Fable was just delayed to 2026. Perfect Dark not out. Everwild and State of Decay 3. So these are the games that have been announced, which is amazing because you're looking at development cycles. Like they must have just got word when they announced this that Fable was they're like, oh, we got to announce Fable. And you're looking at 5 years later, now 6 years plus, by the time it actually sees the light of day, they must have just thrown a logo on a trailer and said, hey, we're going to make this thing happen and figure it out later when they initially announced it.
And Avowed just came out, right?
Yes.
Like Avowed just came out. So if this post had been done a month prior, it would have been 3 out of the 8 games that they had announced when they were selling these things to people 4 years ago. It have only just now come to pass.
Right. And the thing about Avowed is that it hasn't performed well, like at all. It's been really, really like obviously people talk about how it on Steam how it hasn't performed, but it's primarily an Xbox game. I don't think it actually is okay. Here on Steam, it has 6,000, 7,000 people playing it right now, which, you know, for you're looking at a game that's owned by Microsoft, it was supposed to be a big release. I was hearing before this game was released that it was like a solid 6, you know, and that's exactly what it's turned out to be. Is like a solid 6, unless you're IGN when they give it like a 9. So
it's so tough. I wish that we had a way without relying on them to only disclose it at one point in time and saying things like, oh, we had this number of players as opposed to this many games sold, all this stuff. I wish we had an idea and we had a live count for Microsoft Game Pass, for Xbox Game Pass, for the number of people that are playing certain titles. Because, I mean, most people I know that play regularly, even if they don't play a ton, they still have Game Pass. And so if you have the option to either pay $60 or whatever for Avowed for a brand new game on Steam versus playing on Game Pass, you're probably going to take the Game Pass option. So I wish we had a good understanding for how many players were actually playing it right now on Game Pass.
Man, I think that number one, they're never going to release that data unless
they
it's
shouldn't. Yeah.
Right. Unless it's just absolutely kills, and they're like, oh, we have 15 million players on whatever game. Unless it's just astronomical, which won't happen. But I think that Game Pass has effectively killed the Xbox. That was the thing that slowly drove the knife into the heart of Xbox personally. Because why would you want to buy any games if you're just going to hand them out for free? And I understand that there's like PlayStation Plus, but I think they haven't offered, like, Call of Duty was made available on Xbox Game Pass. I don't think PlayStation's ever offered anything Call of Duty outside of having the ability to play it before, you know, back when
early access,
early access. So maybe a map or two. But
well, hey, if you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber, you can play Dragon Age: The Veilguard coming next month. That's a big deal. That's a big offer right there.
Just 3 months ago, man. The game was out 3 months ago, and it's already being given away for free. Which I think that's how most people look at, like, Game Pass and PlayStation Plus is like. I think that's how people look at it. Is they're just paying for the subscription, and everything they get on it is free, right? Or it's a lost cause at this point. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think that ultimately, when it comes to Microsoft, they care about making money. That's what they care about. And the idea that they've bought so many of these different studios over the past couple of years, bought them up, and quite frankly, they're probably just going to they're going to end up selling all of those games on PlayStation, on Steam, on all these other platforms anyway. I think we probably feel a lot more sad about the current state of Xbox as a gaming console than Microsoft does. All they care about is their bottom line. Now, whether that's been going well for them or not based on all these recent purchases, that's another story. But I think they feel over time with all of these things and gobbling up all these different publishers and stuff like this, that they will do well financially, even if Xbox as a brand essentially dies off. But that is sad to me, especially because if there's like that is the direct competitor for PlayStation. Xbox is. It's not Switch, right? That's like a different audience essentially. Whereas Xbox and PlayStation are like kind of direct competitors for that console world. And as Xbox seems to have given up really altogether, PlayStation's not going to have to innovate as much. That's the way I view it. Even though I'm not a big Xbox guy, I never really have been. I think the only generation of Xbox that I actually owned for myself was the Xbox One. Before that, I was playing at other people's houses, go to get together, play Halo, stuff like that. But yeah, that's the shitty part to me, is that I feel if this continues, PlayStation is going to be allowed to kind of get even more lazy than they have been with some of their stuff.
Right. It's going to be a really weird day when you boot up Master Chief Collection on your PlayStation 5 or your PlayStation 6, and you're like, oh man, even if like they put it over on the Switch 2 or whatever it may be. That's going to be a really like. Do you remember when Master Chief was in like Minecraft or whatever? Like anytime you saw some sort of crossover, it was like the forbidden door has been crossed, and now it feels like the forbidden door has been burned down because Microsoft just gave up. Oh, Microsoft Gaming now, no more Xbox. It's sad, man. It is definitely sad. All right, let's go ahead and move on to this next little tidbit here. But first, it's all Duggan Games says, a while ago I caught a lifetime ban from Pokemon Go for faking my phone's GPS location in order to catch region locked Pokemon. All right, pretty hardcore. It says, in related news, I can tell you there are no Pokemon at Area 51. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. It's all Duggan Games. Marmalin came in with the 10, says, I don't care about the Xbox brand dying more so than games becoming like software is now. Software as a service or SaaS. We'll see games going that route. I 100% agree. But, you know, that's kind of like the whole idea of the always on, you know, the live service games. That's exactly what SaaS games are. Software as a service games are. Nobody wants to see that. But those are also the most profitable games right now. You know, your Fortnite and your Call of Duty, which that's exactly what you're getting. So Marius says Avowed is mid at best. Played it on Game Pass. People praised it. Should watch the video comparing it to Oblivion, which was a game released in 2006.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. A lot of people just say it's very mid. I don't think it's a failure, but it's just mid. It's kind of there. Yeah.
Yes, and I think that's what's reflected on like the Steam game or the Steam player totals is that it's a 6, you know. Bush and Rio Cat says, Blabs, can you play the No No Square video for Ryan?
I actually have that pulled up because I saw that. So here we go.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop! Don't touch
And
me
this was the last we ever saw Ryan. The end.
What was that for?
Blast, before showing, you have to like make sure you give a little.
Well, you're the one who pulled it up the last time. I never saw it until you showed it.
Is this like training for me? Are you telling me to follow these rules? What's going on?
Yes, it's important, Ryan, that you don't touch Blabs' No Square.
Jesus Christ. That's
what?
Anyway.
Don't touch mine either, Ryan, while we're at it, all right? But
all
yes,
about gender equality here on Side Scrollers.
That's right.
We do. It's important. Well, congratulations. You've been exposed to the stop, don't touch me there. This is my no square. Yes.
I heard Jay, Drunk 3PO, he sang that a while ago. There's a little clip of him out there singing.
Oh, yeah? Song. I mean, it really is. It's kind of a banger. I mean, when you really break it down to it. Yes, we're going to watch it again. I like this guy in the back personally. He's my favorite because he's just kind of, you know, this dude who, like this girl was like, hey, you want to do this? And he was thinking like, hey, maybe I'll be able to touch her no square. And
what do you think happened at this place of employment to lead to this training video? That's what I want to know.
Maybe it was Activision.
I don't think this is Activision, but yes,
I know,
maybe
but
it
would
was.
be funny.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you. That the backstory is something that is desperately needed.
Yeah, you got to tell me who got groped. Like, I need to know the story behind this for why you decided to institute this cringe training video along with the song.
Who got groped? Who was it? Let us know.
Got groped.
Nathan came in and says, for me, I knew Xbox was done the minute they announced that Halo Master Chief Collection was coming to Steam. That was the day Microsoft sent their unconditional surrender to PC gamers and the gaming audience in general. Thank you, Nathan. Appreciate that. And you're not wrong. You're not wrong. By the way, we're currently sitting at 14 of our goal of 20 yellow supers today. Let's see if we can expose Ryan to our no square with Montez. We are just 6 away. So someone you will not be able to touch their no square is this Twitch streamer, because guess what?
Got a challenge?
It is, because they're not real. 100% AI generated. I don't know if you saw this video, but
I did.
very bizarre, and definitely the future of this. Obviously, you could tell this is only just like a quick 5-second clip, but if you're just scrolling by, it does look pretty legit.
Well, also
Pretty
she's not
good.
playing, and like the gameplay is moving. But I mean, look, this is on a very basic level. I do love that it's a secret lab chair. Like, that's really funny. But I mean, all Asian people look exactly the same. So this is a very easy AI version to recreate. So like, let me see some other stuff. Let me see some other stuff.
Well, it was really smart too, because if you look at it, the video, they have a lot of like razor things too to make it look like it's real. Like these are legit products.
Yeah, it does
Besides
look
the chair,
like
too.
it looks pretty legit. Like like all jokes aside, it's pretty wild.
I mean, she has my background back here. I mean, literally, it's lit.
Did you guys go to IKEA together?
Right. That is IKEA. Shut up. But yeah, I mean, like everything about this looks really good outside of her. Well, hell, man, she even had her boyfriend play the game for her, which is great. But yeah, this is pretty amazing.
Anybody that's going to be watching this stream, we get a 5-second clip of this. Is this a real Twitch channel? Is this a clip from that? Is this person streaming right now? Like, what is this? This is just something somebody did to get it in the news cycle? I don't understand.
I think so. I think that's exactly what it is. Somebody created like a little clip. There's a full like rundown of how they created it. This is from down below. They said this is via Google VO, all text to video with a sharpness boost. So
Sharpness boost. Okay.
There we go.
I mean, I think we need a poll. Would you rather have Asian AI Twitch streamer host the show or Craig? I feel like we need to find out how normal men feel about this, Craig.
We all understand. Listen, I know where I'm voting. All right. I'm voting for the AI Asian chick, right? Let's just be real. If we can monetize that and turn that into a living, I will forego my seat in the chair. And I'm literally, oh wait, let's see. I can't even vote on my own poll. Listen,
why should you be able to vote on your own poll?
I'm just saying
that skewers the honesty.
It skewers it. You mean skews?
Skews it.
Listen, I'm just hungry. I want barbecue.
Well, you'll have plenty of barbecue next week, Blabs.
That's true.
That's right.
Nice thing about Asian AI live streamers, they don't need to eat.
That's right. They just keep on going.
24-hour stream.
All right, let's move on. If you want to see Blabs upset, stick around the next 10 minutes because you're about to get it. As Blabs came in, the first thing she said today, or she was more like a upset.
It was more of a pout, really.
Yeah, she came in pouting as, I don't know if you saw this, Ryan, but Shrek 5 is coming out. And it's coming out. Yes. Did you see who stars in Shrek 5?
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I'm not too triggered that Zendaya is voicing an actor in the Shrek universe.
You know who is?
Just to be real. Blabs is probably.
I fucking hate Zendaya. It's Shrek. Leave it alone. I didn't even ask for Shrek 5. I really did. They should have just stopped after 2, to be completely honest. But
they teased Shrek 5 at the end of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, which, by the way, is an incredible movie and everyone should see it. But they did tease like this Return to Ever After at the end of that movie. But yes, they did a little. There's like a 30-second spot that Shrek actually tweeted out himself.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, here is the trailer for Shrek 5. Let's check it out.
Hey, Magic Mirror, who's the fairest of them all? Why, Shrek, of course.
Ew, Dad.
Ooh, Mommy like.
Who's making this stuff?
Not me.
Whoa. Shrek.
Okay, so we can't really play that. But
here's the thing. If you look at the very end of it, they make Zendaya sound way better than she actually is. The way they introduced Zendaya, they're like, and Zendaya, wow! And I was like,
Blabs.
You gotta let it play like 5 seconds.
And Zendaya? Oh, damn. Oh, no.
Like that's lame.
I thought it was going to be, to be honest, I thought it was going to be a joke where they were like, Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, and Zendaya? no, we can't afford her and this person. Like I thought that like that's almost the way it felt like it was going to be played out to me, but then it just ended.
So like I
do
like
think
the
it's
fact
really funny that at the same time where Snow White's going in a massive marketing campaign, they're doing the magic mirror gimmick like that. I think it's pretty
that
good.
is true. I didn't even think of that. I mean, it's on brand for the magic mirror and Shrek and everything, but it's just a bonus, really. But I just like. I like that they aged everybody up because obviously, like, the kids are now a lot older. Shrek and Fiona look older. I like that. I really don't want Zendaya touching everything. Like, she's just like the it girl that nobody asked for. Like, I don't see a whole lot of Zendaya fans except for her Instagram followers.
Blabs, what do
I
you...
know there's like 180 million of them, but like, do they go to the movies?
Yes, they clearly do because she keeps getting hired over and over and over again.
Somebody's lapdog in Hollywood.
I'm sure she is. I'm not saying she's not, but 180.
She's Tom Holland's lap girl.
That's true. Dude,
Now,
I saw a video.
What do you think about Tom Holland?
Actually, I literally just posted on Instagram that I thought he was a wanker this morning. I saw this video. It was like on my newsfeed. He was like, "Oh, I think I know more about Harry Potter than J.K. Rowling." But the thing was, he called her Rowling, so he said her name wrong. And then the question was, like, they were basically describing it as a Thestral, and he was like, "Oh, it's a Nargle," and I was like,
Yeah,
oh.
I've seen that clip before too. It's pretty funny.
It's
but
he's a wanker.
I'm not some big like fan of Zendaya or anything. I don't have this visceral hatred towards her that I'm sure a lot of people in your audience and Blabs clearly does. So
She's
no, it doesn't
annoying.
really
Go away.
bother me at all. She is cast in a lot of things. But she's not even going to be fucking appearing in the movie. It's her voice. Like
I know, but at the same time, it's like you can clearly tell it's her. She's not a very good voice actress. Like the Lola Bunny bit. No,
Blabs,
thanks.
where did Zendaya hurt you?
Wait a second. So like we can't be upset that like this actress who's not that good is like in everything. Like I'd rather Florence Pugh be in it instead of her.
Okay. All right.
You know?
I mean, but does Florence Pugh have 180 million followers on Instagram?
I have no idea. Why are you defending her? Do you have the hots for Zendaya, Craig?
Blabs, I'm not even defending her. I'm just asking you, why do you hate her so much?
Because
That's not me
Shrek
defending
alone.
her.
Shrek is love. Shrek is life. Leave it alone. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well,
Ryan's like, I've had enough of this.
well, no. I mean, I think it actually is interesting that they're bringing Shrek back after many, many years. So you see, the first one was released in 2001. So it'll be 25 years since the first one was released.
Shrek 2 is fantastic.
It's the best Shrek. Like the whole I Am the Hero is like phenomenal.
Remind me of what happened in that movie.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, Craig.
I've seen all of them. I just don't remember the entire lore. He's a freaking
Prince Charming and everything.
Yeah, like that's the one where Shrek is getting he feels very self-conscious because the family doesn't really fucking like him and all that stuff. Prince Charming is in that one, yes.
That's how you do it, Blabs. You say that's the one where this happened.
I literally just said Prince Charming.
I just repeated that because Blabs said it. Yeah.
Oh man, silent. What?
It's because I'm a woman. That's all. I get it. It's fair.
All right, she's out. Silo full of Cool Ranch Doritos says in this hard news sprinkler video, the white Aussie El Camino or Holden Malou was supposed to come to the U.S. but was stopped because of chicken taxes. All right, thank you very much. Dirt is King came in. Says state preference versus revealed preference as Montez was not achieved until the return of the Montez King Craig return. Insert Lord of the Rings theme. Thank you, Dirtus King. That's right. Gear says Hyper Montez. By the way, the real Asian AI girl streamers were Japanese VTubers, Craig. Thank you. And why is your fairy tale? We need Shrek 5. Prepare your cocktails at the box office. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yeah, so there's 16 years in between Shrek Forever After, which was released in 2010 and 2016. But they're not going to be done at 5. They're going to be done, they'll do several more after this. Why would they just bring it back out of nowhere? Because, Blabs, I hate to break this to you, but this is Zendaya's first
Zendaya's taking over the role. She's going to become the new face of the Shrek universe.
Correct. And that's literally what they're doing. This is the bridge to the Shrek daughters
The
are.
Shrek MCU.
We already have it.
Fuck that. Come on, Universal DreamWorks, help a girl out.
I mean, that's literally what they're doing with this. Is they're introducing her, and they're going to do 3 movies with her. Will you see those movies, Blabs?
Fuck no, I won't see those movies. I didn't even see all the Shrek movies in cinema. I saw like the first 2 in cinema, and the other ones I just waited for DVD.
Shrek is love. Shrek is life, huh?
That's right.
Right. All right. Speaking of life, we had a noticeable death in the world of cinema here in the last day, as Gene Hackman and his wife were found dead in separate rooms at their home. This is kind of shocking when I saw this on the run sheet this morning and I woke up. First and foremost, Ryan, Gene Hackman, do you have a favorite movie of his?
Obviously, he's been in a million excellent movies. I'm probably more partial to Hoosiers because one, I grew up in Indiana, so we were forced to watch it, even in like school and everything. But Hoosiers is a great sports movie.
It is.
Can't go wrong with that one for sure.
Blabs, have you seen Hoosiers?
Can't say I have.
Oh, it's brilliant. Brilliant. It is
It's
brilliant.
a sports movie, so
Yeah. Now his career had been going on since the early '60s. If you go back and you look at his box office, his movies that he's been in, and he had a career that lasted over 50 years, which is nuts. He was in East Side, West Side back in the '60s, but I think most people know him as Lex Luthor in Superman, which was obviously 2 big hits for. That's how Superman was. I first learned of Superman as a kid. I didn't read the comics, so my first exposure were the first couple Superman movies. He was a great bad guy, and he was a great good guy as well. But Hoosiers was right there. Coach Norman Dale back in 1986, and what I think I love most about Hoosiers was it looks like a movie that was made in 1986. If that makes sense. When you go back and watch it, it has that grainy nature to it, while still passing as a time period of like the 50s.
Yeah.
It's great, man. He's in a ton of movies. Everybody loved
Unforgiven.
it. Yeah, man. Birdcage, obviously, in the 90s. He was all over the place, and it's so much range. Now, he was 95. He's Enemy of the State. The Replacements. He was the coach in that one as well.
He also hasn't really done it. You can see right there, 2004. So he kind of stepped away from acting 20 years ago. But yeah, the guy's 95 years old. It's not exactly shocking news to wake up and see a 95-year-old actor has passed away. But I think it's the nature of what happened, obviously, because he wasn't the only one in the house who is dead. His wife, who was in her 60s, and their dog were also found dead in the home. So obviously, what I saw earlier, a couple hours ago, I don't know if anything has changed since, but it sounds like the family suspects some sort of carbon monoxide accident potentially involved, but they said there's no hint of foul play, but obviously the deaths are going to be under investigation.
Oh, this is kind of, you read this and you just think of like the decay. He says Oscar-winning actor Gene Hackman, his wife and dog appear to have been dead for some time. Ugh, when they were found in different rooms in their home in New Mexico. Discovered in a side room. Gene Hackman was discovered in a side room near the kitchen of the house, while his wife, a classic pianist, was found in the bathroom, and the dog as well. So no sign that they had been shot or had any other type of wounds. The fire department detected no indication of a carbon monoxide leak, according to a search warrant. So that's, the story contains details some readers may find just upsetting. Yeah, of course. But
maybe food poisoning.
It said the couple had been dead for some time because his wife's remains showed body decomposition and mummification of the feet and hands.
Gross.
Yikes. The male descendant also showed obvious signs of death, similar and consistent with the female. Oh my gosh, that's rough. A prescription, a bottle, and scattered pills were found in the bathroom countertop close to the body. So maybe they OD? Like at 95, that's how you're gonna go out? I mean, I don't know.
What if it was actually like, listen, tinfoil hat moment. It was actually like some type of murder via food poisoning, and even the dog got it too, to just really get everybody. The dog was, the main suspect.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like, could this be a maybe he died and she couldn't go on? Could this be she assisted him in going on and then couldn't go on?
Right.
I don't know how that works with the pills being then like scattered. Maybe the dog ate one. I don't know. I think there was a couple other dogs on the property still that weren't dead.
Yes.
But I don't know if they, well, yeah, there you go. I don't know if they were inside or outside. So
Maybe one of the dogs got into the pills.
I mean, yeah, potentially. And maybe that's what happened. But wow, it's shocking to see. And like you said, 95, that's a good, healthy life. Now, 63, that's still relatively young, you know, obviously in the later half of your life, but 63, you know, 32 years younger than him. There's obviously going to be a lot of speculation when it comes to this, but I don't know. As somebody, when you hear like any sort of body mummification or the body decomposing, that's like it's really eerie and gross to me, because you know that there's like fluids and all sorts of things on the ground, and I can't even imagine wanting to deal with
I mean,
that.
it sounds like it had been that way for a while. Who knows how long, and who knows how, because the sheriffs were called out there at some point. My guess is that friends or family members probably hadn't been able to get a hold of them for a while and requested a wellness check. That's my guess of like how they went out there in the first place. And especially now that we hear that, it sounds like they were that way for a while. So it's just a sad story, man. 95 years old is a good life. He'd stepped away from acting a long time ago, but obviously there's a lot more to figure out what exactly happened.
Well, here from the New York Post, it says they're found by workers who hadn't seen the couple for 2 weeks. So maybe the workers came into their house and was like, yo, where you guys at? And then they found them.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't want to be them.
No.
Traumatized for life.
No, thanks. No, thank you. All right, let's move on to our next story. But before we do, Max came in and says, Zendaya is basically the female Pedro Pascal, diverse enough to make the DEI people happy, but not worth the time for everyone else to really complain hard about. Montez for Ryan, let's go. And Delta says, hard to find a spot to pull over, but No Square made up by an Aussie VR YouTuber. Okay. Interesting. Thank you very much, Delta. Thanks for the heads up. We did hit our Montez goal, Ryan, which is spectacular. So you get to pick. I'm going to give you 8 destinations, Ryan, for Montez, and you get to pick one of them. Okay. Starting with Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat, The Moon, Dustborn, The Mushroom Kingdom, Duck Hunt, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, or Tetris.
The Moon.
All right, going to the OG. Let's go. If you recall, just a quick background, there was a fight that was kind of viral about a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, where there was a road rage incident where a lady got out of her car and she got belly to back suplexed by a guy. Do you recall this at all?
I don't know if I remember this. No.
Okay, well, here's Montez.
Bitch! Montez!
So there you go. We have Montez happen. By the way, the guy is Montez.
He doesn't look like a Montez.
No. She was actually yelling for her boyfriend the entire time, but we've co-opted it to where he is now Montez. So we have Montez in multiple different games. So
there you go.
Yeah,
that dude didn't look like he had that in him, to be honest with you.
No, the Montez slam is real in a major way. I'll tell you what, I'll put another Montez goal up there as well, because why not? Because maybe we can get to see Ryan. We'll do it at a sweet 10, and we'll go Montez number 2 and see if Ryan can see some more Montez suplexes. As Corrigan says, Harry Potter needs to cast Zendaya says Hermione. Blabs, go and read that slowly, just so we can see your rage boil.
Harry Potter needs to cast Zendaya as Hermione. Fortunately, Zendaya is the same age as me, and she can't pass as an 11-year-old. So, I think she would be diverse and inclusive. If you disagree, Blabs, you're a racist. Guess I'm a racist. LOL, just kidding. Ryan is gay. Hell 199 for Montez. Well, we actually do have
play
something.
like a 17-year-old in Euphoria.
This is the triggered. You're triggering me. Okay. I don't even know where you clicked this one. Oh, there it is. Okay. Final Montez. Just infinite devastation. Craig, don't forget the breaking news suggestion about disastrous trash taste podcast episode.
I did. Is that the one where they had what's his name on, the political guy on their show? Like an
yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not super familiar with them, but yeah, I'd love to check that out. And Speedy Cake says, "Hey man, floor pills are first to come, first come, first serve. Nothing wrong with that." Speedy Cake, relax. Don't hurt yourself. Okay, we got a couple more stories here for you, Ryan, before we go. Are you familiar with Amouranth?
I'm aware of her.
Yes.
OnlyFans whore. Yeah.
Yeah. So Blabs, you
and her husband forced her to do it, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, Blabs, give everybody a quick rundown on her, because
she's a hoe.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you for that. She's a hoe. Well, she was out and she was talking about this is from a couple weeks ago, and she did the big mistake of speaking against the Rainbow Mafia. Now, this is from a clip from 2 weeks back, and they just discovered it. This is after the LA fires, and there was a viral clip going around of she was actually reacting to Asmongold here. But let's go check this out. Whoop.
And you could 9 times out of 10 figure out exactly why they're saying what they're saying.
By the way, super meta. Us reacting to her, reacting to Asmongold, reacting to that. Let's go.
Like Inception.
That's right.
Give the crazies all of California. It's already land of fruits and nuts. Yeah, we can give them California. I'm fine with that.
Just for the record, she looks like shit.
I was about to say that. Like, what, is she all right? Like, she's streaming, she's looking like that. Not like, I don't know.
She looks like she just woke up and like started streaming, which whatever. But it doesn't look like. I got to be honest. It's not like I watch a lot of her content. I just have seen clips of her out there in the past, usually when she's in something like very skimpy and clearly trying to get dudes to send her a bunch of money. So I'm not really used to seeing her like this. But
yeah, this is kind of like tainting that image that she's created, where she's basically like a hoe, right? Showing her boobs off, plastic surgery. The hair's always looking fine.
Well,
here it's just she's covered up.
This is just a hoe in the morning, Blabs.
Yeah, well. Are you like familiar with that? I'm not sure. But I would have to say like she just kind of ruining that image, to be honest. And I'm kind of surprised that she would stream like that.
Ryan, how many women have you woken up to looking like that?
If you're waking up, like, listen, you can't have the same expectation when a girl spends the night and washes her face and does all this. Like when they wake up, they're not going to look like they did when they had, all their hair put together, makeup, all that stuff. That's normal.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what you have.
A lot of people that end up getting shocked that women look different when they don't wear makeup have never had one spend the night, probably.
Well,
the problem is though, she's got makeup from like the night before, so she hasn't.
She looks like she's sick or something in this.
Yes,
like she does look like she literally just like rolled out of bed, didn't bother to do anything before coming on stream.
Well, one thing I can tell you is that this is a woman, and this is not. All right.
Yeah, we can give them California. I'm fine with that.
Even sounds like she just.
They can live in LA.
Yeah,
that's fine.
It has been 1 month since Southern California exploded in a fierce fire tore through the Palisades and beyond. Just a few hours later, on the other side of LA County, another deadly fire breaks out, the Eaton Fire, raced across Altadena and Pasadena. The two fires charred more than 37,000 acres.
They can all live. That's like a lovely community.
Structures and cost 29 people their lives.
Too bad it didn't cause the right people their lives.
So that has triggered an outrage, Ryan, from the from the community, if you will. They are not happy about this. And that post has almost 10 million views on X. It says Amouranth says the LGBTQIA plus activist shown here should have been burnt during the LA fires, which I don't know if that's necessarily what she said.
I don't think that's what she said at all. Yeah.
No, but this is where we go. And this has 10 million views here. Now she went out and she has since quote tweeted this saying, I guess I'm not allowed to question the behavior of activists who threaten to incite violence against their own community without being accused of hatred, of hating the group affiliation they happen to belong to. But then again, I also don't assume the actions of a specific few are indicative of the whole. But thanks for making me trend. And this is what she's referencing.
That you're afraid of Trump, and that's why you don't want city to be.
Did you see this clip, Ryan? Did you see this blue-haired?
Yeah, this literal clown.
Yeah.
The city to be a safe space for trans people. You better prepare for trans people to make this a very unsafe space.
So there you go. And then the first thing here, and BX has been on our show, so it sounds like you've reached the phase of being a creator where you've just decided you don't care what's popular anymore, and you say what you actually believe. Congrats and welcome. And of course, go ahead, Ryan.
Also, I just, when it does come to this, I don't know how many people in the LGBTQ community are Amouranth's primary audience and customer base.
Right.
I don't think there's probably a lot of them. I think it's for the most part straight dudes. That's probably the vast majority of people who are watching her and the vast majority of people who would spend money on her in any way. So
correct.
Probably she's not too, like, this is not something that would be super threatening to anything that she has, I don't think, anyway.
Right. And of course, people are dogpiling on her. I knew I was goated for hating you. Keep up the good grift. And, you know, it's like all because she spoke out and said something against the narrative, which is amazing. So, Blabs, you got anything on that?
I agree with BX. Shout out, I guess, for actually saying what's on your mind, but I also don't give a flying fuck what Amouranth has to say.
Well, she is big. She always has been. And what was she making? She was making like what? Wasn't it like $8 million a month at one point?
Something crazy like that.
Stupid. So people talk about like her falling off. It's like she doesn't care. She doesn't care at all. She has her money. She has her
I'll
back.
take a fall off to $2 million a month, you know?
Right. Oh, it's rough. Well, don't speak against the narrative, guys. Don't do it. It's rough. What's not rough is Speedy Cakes came in with the 50 Australian money. Says, I have refined the Kirby Montez finisher idea, Craig. You should have her land in Kirby's stage, get inhaled by Kirby, and ejected while putting stereotypical Karen hair on Kirby, kind of like how he would have a Mario hat, but he swallowed her. I like the idea. Blabs, please screen cap that and let's send that over to Phoenix because that is awesome.
Done.
Love it. Thank you, Speedy Cake. That is excellent. And Gear says gold style Jitsu Montez Grande first strike. Let me complete that in 3 English voice actors on Trash Take invited Hummus the Piker. Okay, that Hassan Piker instead of the real voice actors like Sarah the Troll. Okay, got it. Thank you, Gear. Appreciate that. And Crazy T says Montez needs to go to Dawson stage. It's on the list. Maybe we'll get there. Let's go to our lead today. This was being passed around. Did you know, Ryan, that video game culture is toxic?
There's a rumor out there about that. I feel like it's been a headline we've seen before a handful of times. I mean, the only thing I would wonder is it a woman saying it?
Well, I'm glad you asked because yes, it is indeed a woman who is upset. Now, not just any woman. I need to let you know this is gym leader Ashe, who is just a girl that loves to gym and game. And she has a Twitch channel, which we'll look at here in just a little bit.
Is she a Pokemon fan?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she's out celebrating today. Maybe she's out getting a little Pokemon Go on here on Pokemon Day.
Okay.
But here was the video. Did you see this video?
I may or may not have seen it. Yeah.
Okay, let's see what's going on.
I didn't watch the entire thing start to back. I tuned in for about 15 seconds and realized this person has nothing of value to say to me and didn't watch anymore.
Yeah, that's what happened to me too yesterday. I saw it on Twitter and I was like, I'm done.
As soon as I saw the first zoom in that showed her nose ring, specifically the septum piercing, I don't mind little side of the nose piercing. I can handle that.
Yeah.
When you have a septum, I kind of think anything you say is invalid. But maybe she'll stun me with her brilliance.
Maybe we'll get there. Yeah, I agree. The septum, blue hair, pink hair, those things kind of invalidate your opinion. It's kind of like showing off your pronouns on your resume. Like I have no interest in you anymore. Let's see what this brilliant woman has to say. And I'm sorry for misgendering her if that is indeed the case.
Let me rant real quick.
And for the record, no, that is not your speakers. That is her as a content creator, only having the audio go through the left side of your ear.
Video game culture is toxic. I've been playing Marvel Rivals a lot lately. I am obsessed with this game. I have been insulted, called everything but a child of God. I have been told that I need to be in the kitchen and I need to be cooking and stop playing games, which is crazy because if you said that to me in person, I'll go in the kitchen and cook, but just don't be surprised if there's something in that food that you may not want to eat. It's annoying being a woman and having on voice chat and you're being insulted and told all of these things and you're being harassed. It's so annoying. And this is something that I am fairly new to. I understand that this has always been.
Yes, sir. By the way, is it coming through both your ears? It's only coming through one of mine.
It's both because I have it on my right ear.
I'm only getting it on my left. So
yeah, limit your insults for the things she deserves to be insulted for, Craig. Not
my fault. Audio. My bad.
Look. Being made fun of in a voice chat or being called out in a voice chat or somebody like talking shit to you over voice chat, I hate to break it to you. It's not just a female only thing. It happens to anyone and everyone. If somebody comes in there and they've got a weird voice, you immediately go after them. If somebody goes and has a bad game, you immediately go after them. If somebody has a good game, but they kill you a couple times, you immediately make fun of them and go after them. There's nothing about being a woman that has anything to do with it. It's about talking shit in the same way that, guess what, Craig? We met a couple times in person. Guess what? We talked a lot of shit, right? When things happen, when you're watching a baseball game, when you're watching a basketball game, football game, like you talk shit. That's what people do. And it's okay. There's nothing serious about it.
The first thing, and the reality is we all know gaming is a male dominated space. It's the way it has always been. It's the way it's always going to be, right? Otherwise you can go play Super Princess Peach and play the game about, emotions and all that stuff. But yes, the first thing that you do when you meet a dude is you pretty much just kick him in the balls and you see how they respond. And that's what happens in the gaming space. It's more, you're not physically kicking them, but you're just seeing who they are as a person.
And honestly, I'm going to say this right now. If a woman comes in there, there are going to be a couple people that might give them a hard time. Yes. There's also going to be a lot of fucking simps and beta cucks who will white knight as much as they possibly can, because even from all the way across the country, wherever they are playing their fucking game, they're like, there's a chance I could smash. Like that is exactly what will happen to any females that are in voice chat. Okay. You have a couple of people that might give you a hard time and you got to have a bunch of people standing there willing to stand up for you just because you have a vagina.
That's right. You know that too, Blabs, don't you? Do you get the white knight?
Yes. Well, okay, so I have the great example of this. I forget what game it was that I was playing with a bunch of guys that I know. And we were in this giant, call with everyone. I feel like it was a demo of something. And I was like, oh, hey, guys, how you doing? Let's all be friends. And they were like, nah, fucking bitch, we don't want women here. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll go make you a sandwich. I was, totally doubling down on it. I had a great old time. I didn't care that they were being mean. I was just like, yeah, let's be friends. And I was just doing, super obnoxious female game. It was great. You just gotta if they're mean to you, just double it.
They did the right thing.
Just double down. That's what I do. If they're gonna be a dick, just double down and have fun. Also mute. If it really bothers you, just mute.
Right. Well, let's see what this wordsmith can deliver here in the next 50 seconds.
That I am fairly new to. I understand that this has always been around. This dates all the way back to the Call of Duty days. I am well aware.
I'd like to chime in here and say that it goes long before the Call of Duty games. If you've ever been to an arcade, you ever played Street Fighter in person with somebody, if you ever played Pac-Man against somebody, you're in a competitive environment. That's what video games are. They are competitive, especially whether you're playing Call of Duty or you're playing Marvel Rivals. These are competitive games. And when there's any sort of competitive nature, you're going to have shit talk. That's just the nature of it. And you know what you're going to do? You're going to find the lowest hanging fruit and just flick that ball over and over and over again.
You're going to say flick that bean, weren't you, Craig?
Ball.
Oh,
or bean, whatever you want, but until they cower and until they either back out or, become a part of the crew.
Of that, I shouldn't have to cut off my voice chat in order to please other people. And if we're playing a team-based game, we have to talk to each other and we have to collaborate. And something I have noticed is that these team-based games attract the worst type of people. It's a bunch of low vibrational, low emotionally intelligent people that get on this game and call you anything.
Think about what you just said. Low vibrational, low.
I don't even really know what low vibrational means unless that is like kind of this like spiritual type of thing.
Right.
Is that what she's talking about? Listen, the world has bigger problems than low vibrational and low emotional intelligent people. Okay. I'm just saying.
Apparently it doesn't. Apparently this is the apex for her. Let's continue.
I mean, she's been pretty aggressive since she's threatened to like poison people. Yeah.
Only if you ask her to make her food, though, to make you food.
That's right.
Vibrational.
She's really bad at cooking. Maybe we missed it.
You will get the burnt food. So low vibrational,
low emotionally intelligent people
low emotionally intelligent people.
She's saying a lot of words to hyper intelligence up, but it's not really working.
She means people of low emotional intelligence is what she means. But yeah.
I don't even know what that means. Maybe I'm one of them. What does low emotional intelligence mean? Like your inability to control your emotions, I'm guessing?
To control yours or respect others, yes.
Okay.
Empathy, I guess.
I've not heard this phrase before. All right, let's continue.
Get on this game and call you anything. And what gets me is like, I don't want to have to mute because I feel like I'm letting people win. But at the same time, your girl wants to protect her peace. Okay. That's all I wanted to say about gaming culture, y'all. In rant.
Okay. So the response to this has been, exactly what you think. And she's doing her best to kind of rile everybody up and get as many eyes on her. You saw Disparu responded down below, says it's not toxic, it's masculine. This is how men talk when they don't want anything from you. F off, right? Savvy came in, says it's annoying being a woman and having another woman act like an HR mom and trying to change an industry because you're a soft little crybaby who has zero emotional control and agency. Video game culture isn't toxic. Go back to your cozy simulators. Kay came in, says this is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Women can't handle banter, get upset, try to change the space, and then inevitably make it so that men don't want them there because you're stifling their fun. Find like-minded people to play with instead of begging randoms to play by your rules, right?
Yeah, that's true. If you're playing with a group of people, like what does it matter? Like find your group of women to go out there and get your fucking asses kicked in whatever game you want to play, right?
Hey, how dare you? How dare you, Ryan? The women will do great.
Probably they're a team of women who are really passionate about Marvel Rivals would probably be better than I am at Marvel Rivals, right? I'm not big into the Overwatch style of those type of games. They're not. I'm not a big fan of them. I didn't like Overwatch. I think Marvel Rivals is cool, but I that's not really the games that I like. But for people that do love it, fucking go play it. And for people like you that are just going to bitch and moan and complain that the people who are already in this space are acting a certain way, don't go there. Like, it's so simple. We've been having this argument for decades at this point when it comes to these women that are complaining about the gaming space that they're not a part of.
Right. Well, she went on her stream last night to kind of, she puffed out her chest. She knew she was getting popped around on X and on Facebook or wherever. She posted the clip, and she went on her stream and she had some choice words. I went and watched the beginning of it. So there's two parts to this. Go and watch this first part here, and then we're going to see how this reacts to.
Let's speak up. If there's anything, if you're new here, welcome. If there's anything you need to know about me, I'm going to stand on business. I'm going to talk my shit. And if anybody ever comes to me in my face and talk shit, I promise you I'm going to talk back.
Which sounds an awful lot like a gaming hobby, a gaming lobby, doesn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's weird.
Right, right.
Okay. All right. I just want to make that 100% clear.
So you would think her chat would be popping off at this point. But you can see, just based off the response, this is the playing here. She probably had like...
She has a very small...
Right.
She's a very small Twitch streamer. Yeah. 2K
Right.
followers. Like.
Right. But you would... I think this is clear that she did this for clout to try to pop off. Right. And, you know, she wanted to get her girl power moment here. I saw this response as well, Blabs, and I would like for you to read this in the... this is the life cycle of male spaces here, Blabs. And I would love to get your raw reaction as you read this.
All right, the life cycle of male spaces. 1. Women see men enjoying themselves and demand inclusion in their space. 2. Women demand the space be changed to inclusive space, safe space for women and girls. 3. Women demand privileged treatment for themselves while pathologizing men's and boys' behavior and preferences. 4. Men express annoyance at having their spaces invaded. Women screech, well, create your own space then. 5. Men create new spaces against huge opposition from feminists who accuse them of being havens for incels and misogynists. Okay, this is just a rehash of all the agendas and activists going into people's IPs also. That's literally what this is. It's the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, I read that and I was like, yeah,
It's the exact same thing as people demanding that Star Wars be for girls and all that other stuff when it was for men, boys, and girls, you know, who liked it, but it wasn't targeted for them. So it's just a rehash.
Mike came in and says, Ryan can fix her. I'd rather deal with more compliant women. Ryan, can you fix gym leader Ashe?
I don't feel like I've seen enough of her to make that decision, but she's not quite my type. But looks like she's in good shape, though.
Yeah. Marius says, so a response to being roasted in game is threatening to poison them? Right. Nothing toxic about that. And Miku says she wants equality treatment. Call them low T back. Right. I think that's kind of the most amazing. And you're right, Ryan. This has been a conversation we've had for decades at this point.
Yeah.
And you see women try to enter. Like, could you imagine if a guy walked into, I don't know, a baking class or a knitting class or something, and then tried to say, well, listen, I can't deal with all this feminine energy going on.
Yeah, we got to be a little more aggressive in here.
Let's go.
Like,
guys.
why don't you guys talk a little bit of shit to each other? They're like, we're just here knitting.
That's right.
You wouldn't expect them to. Now, the one time that person would be welcomed with open arms is they put a dress on and pretended like they were a woman.
That's right.
Then they would be welcomed in because you'd be afraid of being called a bigot.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And the the rainbow carpet would be rolled out for them. And they'd just be one of the girls at that point. So, well, good luck with her. I actually thought it'd be interesting to have her on with and actually have her talk with Kay or Savvy and just kind of see how that went. And but I don't know if that's going to happen. It just kind of seems like what would happen from there? She would yell, she wouldn't listen, and then she would just call everybody toxic. It's like what it is. So yeah. Scarfy says she should play Concord. Yeah. Mongoose came in and says, can someone come get their dishwasher and put her back to work, please? She won't shut the F up about Marvel Rivals. Commodore fan says, this hoe would hate 90s in-person PC LAN parties. Right. This has been the idea of talking shit has been a thing for as long as there's been competitive anything.
I'm pretty sure cavemen were grunting shit back in the day before they could talk, right? Like It's something that has happened all throughout human history, especially in competitive events.
Marmalin says talking shit is when you see someone up above and you find a way to tear them down. Once you let someone know what really bothers you, that's the button they'll repeatedly smash. Correct. Tamamo came in and says, women, I want to be friends with men the way they are with each other. Men, you couldn't handle what my friends do and say to me. Like, I've coached girls soccer, my daughter's soccer, for a long time. And to see how girls respond differently than boys to just
hard
instruction,
coaching, yelling, things that go wrong. Yeah.
You can say the exact same thing to both teams, the exact same scenario, and the boys will look at the boys will they'll take it as, hey, he ain't talking to me. And the girls will say, I can't believe he's talking about me. And they get super insecure about it, right? That's just kind of how it is.
Yeah. And obviously that's a generalization, right? There's going to be girls on the team that a couple of them might react a little bit differently than that. Same with the boys. There might be some that take it a little bit different way. But in general, yeah, we can group people, and like the way they react to these things in general is different.
Ryan, everyone says you're such a horrible person online. You seem so rational and calm and collected here on the show today.
Blabs told me I had to behave.
It's true.
That's what she said. Actually, she messaged me to was it yesterday that you messaged me? You're like, hey, just checking. You're still good for tomorrow, right? And I'm like, actually, I completely fucking forgot.
Very honest, man.
But I'll be there.
Love it. Well, thanks.
To be fair, I did book him like 2 months in advance. So
it was, yeah, and I totally forgot about it. So I'm glad she messaged me, or else I would not have been here.
That's what a good producer does. That's great. I don't know if you saw this, Ryan, but you have been we now see you with your AI version of you. Look at that. Isn't that nice?
My mouth is weird.
It's okay. We can look past that. Nice job, Release the McCracken. Very nice job with the AI right there. That's good. Or is it? Ryan, do you have a pair of kitty headphones that you ever wear?
I don't, but that shirt is definitely like a shirt that I own. It's from some picture, the gray one with the flag. Yeah,
that's crazy. Jim Sterling in a mankini says, first time catching the show live. Montez suggestion. She falls into a pool of the background of the Banjo-Kazooie intro instead of the fly. Peace. Jim Sterling in a mankini. Thank you very much. Appreciate your support, and thanks for tuning in live for the first time.
That is a bad image to have in my head.
Man, listen, I've known Jim Sterling for, I think the last time I spoke to Jim Sterling was probably 12, 13 years ago. But I knew Jim Sterling when Jim Sterling was Jim Sterling, before Jim Sterling became whatever Jim Sterling is today. But man, it's crazy to see. It's crazy to see all these friends that I've had that have just jumped off the deep end and now identify as whatever, right? Whatever Jim Sterling is identifying as. Scarfy says, I know exactly how to harass Blabs out of games. Hey, Blabs, seen any good Schwarzenegger movies lately? Scarfy, because chuckleheads like these are the reason we will have voice chat muted by default. Also, I thought the word bigger on her shirt said something else.
Oh, can I bounce off that super chat for a second? So I was playing Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and I was trying to talk shit in the voice chats and all that, and people just don't respond because everyone's just muting everything. They don't want to talk anymore. It's a completely different thing.
I mute everybody. I don't want to hear.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear some fucking terrible ass mic with a fan right next to it, rap music in the fucking background, and some retard. I don't want to hear that shit.
But that's totally fair. But also the trash talking I find has just gone down. If people are gonna call play together, they're in Discord calls, right? They're not actually in the game talking with everyone else. So correct. I do find a huge difference.
John brings up, he came in with the 10, says sometimes toxicity makes the best moments in gaming. I'm sure you've seen this, Ryan.
Somebody's getting fucked. Somebody's getting fucked. Somebody's getting fucked. Somebody's getting fucked. Somebody's getting
Yeah.
Like that's awesome. Like, oh, that would be
It's
defined.
not
as,
online, is it? It's weird.
No, and they'll say it face to face, which is great. Oh my God. Wasp says the insults I heard back in the COD lobbies would get you trouble with the NSA, and it was all in good fun. This hoe needs to grow up or get the fuck out. Thank you, Wasp. Appreciate that. All right, we do got a lot of super chats we got to get to. Let's go and hit some of them that have to do with Ryan, and then we'll give Ryan the opportunity to bounce. So, because we obviously value your time, Ryan, and appreciate you coming on the show today.
No, it's fun. Thanks for having me to talk about unbearable black women gamers. You know, you knew this story in advance was coming, so you booked me, Craig. I get it.
That's right. It was one of those things where I was like, hey, we got to get Ryan on for this 2 months in advance, which is
That's
good.
right.
Bush and Ryu Cat says, just because Ryan's here don't mean this show will be late. Yeah, we were late 2 minutes as usual. SPZ says, FYI, Ryan hates old people and Amish people equally. Oh, really? You don't like old? You don't like
the buggies on the roads. That's why, isn't it?
Yeah, there was around where I grew up, there was an Amish community not far away, to the point where at our local Walmart, there was actually horse and buggy parking.
That's my Walmart.
Yeah, and I hate the shit that their stupid horses leave. I hate the fact that these people cheat. Oh, we can't use cars. We can't use electricity, but we can fucking rent big vans to drive us out to Walmart and McDonald's, and we can use cell phones that we charge because that's a battery. It's not using electricity, and they just charge it using a different battery in their barn or something. Amish people are fake and gay. Yeah.
Damn.
Have you seen the Amish girl on X that shares her Amish recipes?
Well, she's ex-Amish. You should clarify. Yeah, she's ex-Amish. She left. That's the clarification. She's no longer Amish, but she's got all the recipes, so she's just kind of like sharing them.
Right. But if she's
left on a Romspring and never came back.
That's right. She left, and I said I actually would love to have this girl
I tried
on the
to
show.
email her. I did. I reached out. I got ghosted.
She shares her Velveeta. Like, listen to how she speaks.
Cheese making is something I was taught how to do from a very early age, and today it's time to make Velveeta cheese. I have a whole gallon of fresh raw milk here. You can use skim milk, but I'm using the whole today.
The problem with her is that, one, she's like overdoing it because she's like ex-Amish, right? She doesn't have to wear those clothes or anything, and she's doing it on purpose.
It's kind of why I want to have her on the show, if I'm being honest.
She's
with
fake?
you.
I can't stand the way she speaks.
I know.
And I imagine she's really hairy under there.
Ugh! Someone get that lady an epilator.
Oh my goodness. Perfect. Just perfect.
Craig doesn't know how to move on anymore. He's like,
I
oh
don't.
God.
I don't. B Bear says, Ryan says his background looks like shit. Why are you streaming in Jay's shower?
It's a good one.
That's good.
It does look like shit. I haven't put anything up yet. So
Crooked says, oh look, a giant talking forehead. Also, Monster Hunter Wild drops today. Are y'all gonna play it? I played Monster Hunter 3 and it didn't do a whole lot for me. But I know a lot of people are really excited for that. Ranger George says dinner time here in the UK, which means it's time for side scrollers and Montez. Thank you, Ranger George. Appreciate that. Let's see. Do we have any super specifically for Ryan here?
There was, but I think you got them all.
Jack says, after 5 long months, celebrate that victory, Ryan. What's that about? 5 long months of what?
I don't really know.
There's
I'm
this
trying to
one.
figure it out. Like, yeah.
Ryan, please yell Crom.
Crom.
Okay. Thanks.
Joe says Ryan would do Zendaya.
Yeah, probably would.
Yeah, probably.
Yes, I would.
Yeah. Black Short says, Craig, remember, nobody hates women more than women.
It's kind of true, but also yes and no. Yeah.
Well, it's 100% true because women will scream about female empowerment and sticking together and all these things. But if a woman comes along and threatens your position in any way, shape, or form, all of that shit goes out the fucking window.
That's true. That's
true.
true.
Immediately. So
I think in real life, it's like women shitting on women. And then like on the internet I think it's just fair game for everybody.
This is for you, Ryan. Says Leisky came in with the 10. Says, I actually know about the No No Square video because it's from my hometown in Finland. The city officials made it as an instructional video for migrants not to rape women.
So my thing is, why would they make it in English if that was the case? Like that I guess that's my question, if that's the true origin of that. Now, yes, I know they've handed out multiple pamphlets and stuff like that to all the Muslim immigrants that come into these European countries. Hey, don't you know it's not okay to rape women here? But like, I don't think it has too much.
I don't think they care.
Yeah.
Yikes.
All they had to do was be told it's not acceptable, and they didn't anymore. Yeah.
Oh, so that is your No No Square. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Appreciate it. No. Marvelin with the 10 says Black Ops and Activision will ban you for shit you say in the voice chat. This is true.
This is true, yeah.
And Maximal says also Call of Duty now AI scans voice chat for toxicity and auto bans you, so no one talks in game chat anymore. I guess Xbox party chats.
Yeah.
Also
we talked about it on the show like was it last month, I think.
Yeah.
The AI stuff.
Bush and Rio Cat came in and says, Ryan, since we're both 199, I'm about to teach you the 199 gang sign. First point, I guess he's asking you to do this. So we'll see how this goes. First, point right hand index finger up. Let's go full screen. Oh, I can't go full screen with you. Let's see. Then, same hand, make an OK sign upside down.
What?
I'm guessing like that, yeah. Then, the same left hand, but turn around. So the idea of it's like a gang sign, 199 upside down. So you'll need to show them in person, Bush and Rio Cat. Thank you very much.
I'm not too well accustomed to throwing up gang signs, so I don't know.
I'll get them murdered outside of Florida. It's crazy. All right,
especially
Ryan.
Not 199 because 199 is gay. I hate the 199. Not the people. I hate the fact that it's a thing. 199.
Why do you hate it so much?
Fucking no, it's so stupid. Well, how would anyone have any idea what that means? But Jeremy somehow took it and turned it into something that's stuck, and that pisses me off even more. So.
He does have a special way of doing that for sure.
He does, yeah.
All right, we'll give you an out now. Ryan, thanks for going on, man. Looking forward to having you again. And when we book you 2 months in advance and you forget about it, it'll be great.
For sure. Yeah, thank you guys for having me, and I'll talk to all you guys later. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Ryan.
You guys can find Ryan's information down in the description. Appreciate him hanging out with us today. It was fun. Ryan's a really good co-host. He always has something to say. It's pretty good stuff right there. All right, Blabs, let's get to some. What's that?
Big brain.
Big brain, big forehead. Love that.
That's right.
All right, let's get some supers here, guys. Quick reminder, coming up on Monday, we have a big show, major show. Blabs will be in studio here. So will Phoenix. When I say studio, I mean the spare bedroom. So make sure you guys show up, and we got a lot of things we're unveiling. Year 3 of Side Scrollers on Monday. We have one new live show we're doing, another potentially new edited show that we're looking at as well. So we're expanding out. We're going to need your help. So be ready for that on Monday. And the show is going to, we're changing things up a little bit. It's time to take that next step. So that'll be on Monday. So tune in, year 3, Monday, 3/3. We're going 3 hours. Looking forward to seeing you guys then. All right, Blaz, what do we got?
Hurt says, my enduring memory of Hackman is as the man who put an end to Christopher Reeve's fetus rampage on South Park. We got that one already. Just Streamers loves to clear. Thoughts on John Lithgow's Albus Blab? So yeah, John Lithgow has been confirmed by him, not from Warner Bros., which is kind of ironic. I have a whole video actually out about it, so if you really want in-depth autistic detail, check that video out. Thank you, Rob on Wheels. Dan says, free car wash, though. Thank you. St. D says, Craig, be sure to show Blabs Twins or Kindergarten Cop, mostly comedy, little violence. Jonathan says, oh, my favorite PlayStation 3 launch game, Residence Fall of Man.
Oh, yeah. He said Residence Fall of Man. That's a deep cut. That's a super deep cut. Thank you for that.
Maddox says, I'm a woman. I definitely recommend Kindergarten Cop and True Lies if Blabs isn't going to embrace the Terminator awesomeness. Thank you very much. Vagabundo says, hey, my fellow N-words, Ryan and Craig. Blabs, please watch Arnold action movies for me, please. Miku says, Crucial favorite is Typhlosion. Thank you. Anonymous Gamer says, I caught a lot bunny, Batman.
Thank you, Anonymous Gamer.
Tomorrow says, my favorite Pokemon is Vaporeon before the memes and copy pasta. Shake my head. Bike Short says, Gardener, Lopunny, and Vaporeon are my favorite Pokemon. Between Pokemon Red and Yellow are my favorite. My favorite Pokemon is Viper. What is your favorite, Craig, Blabs, and I don't really have a favorite Pokemon, but if I do, it'd be very genetic. It'd be Pikachu, just because he's funny looking.
I've never been a big Pokemon guy. I played through the games several years ago for the first time, and I just wasn't into them. I didn't grow up to them. I didn't grow up with them. I didn't have nostalgia for them. They're not my thing.
All right, Keyrock says, I would love Sega to return to the console, more like handheld than home market. Scarfy says, Ingress over Pokemon Go. Rebound says, that goes workers in Finland social services. That no touches about Jane is wiping tactic. Okay. Kyle says, if Peach had a baby that turned out black, is it safe to say that Donkey Kong would be the father? Where's Flaughter when I need him to validate my jokes?
Oh boy.
Alex says, maybe we're all AI, to be honest.
Guys, by the way, we are I know Ryan's gone, but we are 5 yellows away from another Montez for the day.
Miku says, logical fallacy appeal to popularity fallacy. Florence Pugh is Goldilocks. I could see that. Mighty says, keep shitting on her, Blabs. I love chick on chick shittings. Hate. You're such a weirdo, Mighty Megatron. Lone Wolf says, Blabs is right, Craig. Give it up. That's right. I don't know what about, though. What? Hackerman died? Impossible. Oh, it's a USA actor. Boss says, anyone remember the Elder Scrolls 6 reveal? That was around 6 years ago.
Yikes. Hey, quick side note. Apparently a group of people have, the big thing today was going to be the Epstein files, right? And apparently a group of people have been given like a first group list of them. So they said it's called phase 1. So I'm sure that'll be a big story tomorrow on the show. So make sure you guys tune in for that. So
interesting. Do you see Drano got one? Libs of TikTok? Interesting. Slyra says, was Blabs even old enough to see Shrek in theaters? Okay, I don't know how old you guys think I am, but yes, I was. What is Zendaya's real name? Her real name is actually Zendaya, and her last name is Coleman. So, hope that helps, but thank you. Miku says, squeakers get no mercy, and neither do you. Anonymous Gamer, her complains, me, get good, scrub. That's right. Rebound says, things I say to friends is illegal in UK and Germany. Yes, I'm very sorry for you, Rebound. Yep. And Bushin says, for Craig, remember this? Cut that tree, Pac-Man.
That's right. Was it cut that tree? Smash that tree. Smash that tree. That's what it was. Smash that tree. Switzerland Plays IT says, Blabs, what sandwich would you make me?
Okay, so if you like, listen, Craig's about to be triggered here, but if you like turkey cold cuts, I'll do that. So a nice toasted piece of bread, maybe a brioche bun, toasted nicely, some mayonnaise, capers, the turkey on it. And if you're really feeling special, what are you doing? If you're really feeling special, we can even put some potato chips on the sandwich. Yum. And if you don't want capers, you could do pickles, but I really like capers. They're really good. So I hope that helps.
Great. Awesome. Okay, great place to stop today. Thanks. Good job, Blabs.
I feel like that was sarcasm, and I don't know what I did.
I can't even say good job. I said good job to you. That's all I did.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll be back tomorrow. Who's on our show tomorrow, Blabs?
Shagsworth and Wicked Virtue. I forgot for a second. I was like, who is on tomorrow?
That will be interesting. Okay.
Wow.
All right. Sounds good. With that said, have an excellent day, guys. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out. We'll be back at it again tomorrow with Wicked, and looks like Shags will be joining us. With that said, have a great rest of your day. And remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Have a great day, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.